In this morning's Business Insight, the Center for Closing the Health Gap is a nonprofit organization committing to raising awareness about and eliminating racial and health disparities across greater Cincinnati. It's celebrating its 10th year and getting ready for an annual event that brings health care access directly to the Cincinnati community. The entire day is designed to focus on increasing awareness and establishing good health habits for the entire family. The event is scheduled for Saturday, April 26th, less than 2 weeks away. Business Courier editor Jamie Smith is in the studio with Closing the Health Gap Executive Director Renee Mahaffey-Harris with more on the day and why it's so important to our community. Jamie and Renee.
Thanks, Peg. Thanks for being here today, Renee.
Thank you, Jamie.
So tell me, the Center for Closing the Health Gap, tell me what it really is and what your goals are.
Okay, well, first of all, last year you honored Dwight Tillery, former mayor of the city of Cincinnati, with the Second Act Award for his establishment of this organization. You know, his vision led to kind of just looking at this issue of health disparities. And in 2002, the Institute of Medicine released a report that talked about the fact that racial and ethnic health disparities were causing a segment of our population to die sooner than others. And those diseases are about 10-fold, 10 different types of diseases that minorities lead in premature death from a mortality and morbidity perspective. However, there is a way to improve those statistics. And so the Center for Closing the Health Gap was created 10 years ago by Dwight Tillery. And our work really focuses on equipping and empowering individuals in the community to be a part of the health solution. So healthcare is 20% of the equation. The other 80% are social determinants of health, which is where
what are those root causes of that?
It's where you work, live, and play. So it's the environment that people live in. It's access to healthy foods. It's information and education on how to cook healthier, what you can do as an individual to take more control over your health outcomes. That sounds like a bunch of health information, but I mean, the reality is everybody can do a piece to be a part of improving their health. And yes, you can provide access to care, but until you begin to educate and really empower individuals to understand what they can do to be a part of that health solution, we're not going to be able to see the changes we need to in the area of health disparities.
Is there a focus on any specific age, or is this for the entire family, or?
I'm glad you asked that question. Our disease focus is obesity. Okay. Because obesity is a root cause of many types of heart disease, stroke, diabetes, and some forms of cancer. And so we look at the entire family. The child, the adult, the parents, everyone really is at stake here. And so you really have to change that lifestyle. 50% of health is the lifestyle. Yeah. It's the behaviors that we learn before we're really walking, and really being able to inform people on how to change those behaviors. And frankly, health disparities as an issue is one that is going to affect the business community very dramatically in the years to come. Right now, it's an $82 billion cost expense in 2009 from Johns Hopkins, from a report that they issued. But that projection shows that by 2050, it could be $363 billion cost. So from a business perspective, if the racial and ethnic disparity is impacting a population that's going to represent the majority of the population by 2050, well, obviously, you're going to have to begin to look at preventative strategies. And so that's what we do.
Well, the expo that's in Washington Park, that's your big event of the year. Tell me a little bit about what that's going to do. Well,
you know, it is the event where we're able to focus on all the work we do on a daily basis, teaching people how to eat, move, and live right through our Do Right campaign. So at that event, people will have access to over 14 different free fitness demonstrations. And I think the big piece, and when you talk about health care and access, is free health screenings. And those free health screenings are made possible by our partners from the health industry locally. They provide the screening materials for free, and then physicians, nurses, health professionals, people from the various community colleges, students volunteer their time to conduct over 20 different free health screenings for both adults and children.
That's great.
We have a children's pavilion, which will feature activities for children under physical activity and healthy eating. wow, we have this year, just to get people to really think about how easy it is to be physically active.
That's great.
We have the wobble.
It's
a line dance, right?
Yeah,
and so we invite everybody down. You should come on down.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to come down on the 26th again at Washington Park.
That's
we have
right.
the details on the screen.
Wonderful.
Thanks for being here today, and thanks for making our city a better place to live.
Well, thank you for having us.
All right.